Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Ramatu and today I'm excited to present our final project for the Database Management System course. This project was developed by an amazing team from Group 6 and together we created AgriMarket, a digital agricultural marketplace designed to help farmers, buyers and delivery workers in the Sahel region. What was initially the issue or the problem faced by those people? Farmers in countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger face big problems. They wait too long to sell, buyers can't find fresh produce, and deliveries often fail. Then, AgriMarket solved this by connecting everyone on one platform. Seller can list products, buyer can order and pay online, logisticians manage deliveries, and administrators make sure everything runs smoothly. It's like a simple, smart online market. Our system is built around 4 user roles: sellers, customers, logisticians, and administrators. Each one has their own task and data. It's easy to use and ready to grow. Now let's look at the ER diagram, which is the structure behind the system. As you can see, at the center is the user table, and from there we have specialized users, sellers, customers, admins, and logisticians. Products are linked to sellers and categories. Orders are placed by customers, and each order can include many products using a table called order detail, which is like serve as a bridge, which keeps track of quantity and price at the time of purchase. Payments are tied to orders, deliveries are assigned to logisticians, and everything is linked, clean, and trackable. We also use normalization up to third normal form. This means the data is organized, not repeated, and really easy to manage. Furthermore, we use bridge tables like order details and wish list item to keep relationships accurate. Old order prices are stored separately, so past records stay correct even if prices changes. In short, we designed AgriMarket to be simple, strong, and ready for real use. For you to get more insight on this project, I'll hand over to my teammates who will walk you through the system code and how it entirely comes together and works behind the scene.
Hello, so I'll be taking you through task 2.2 of the project. And to begin, we first started by dropping all other existing database and then created a different or a new database. So we created AgriMarket database to support digital food crop platform. And so going over the overview of our tables, we first created a user table that holds basic information for all system participants, and then went ahead and created category table that groups products by their types. And then we had to use specialization for user because we had 4 types of user, which is the seller, customer, the administrator, and logistician. So each user role has its own table with role specific details. So we have a seller table, a customer table, administrator table, and logistician. Then we also created a product table that stores items sold by sellers linked to categories. And then we also created product image table that stores image related to the products. And then we had a review table that captures customer ratings and comments on products. Then we also had a wish list and wish list item tables that tracks product users are interested in. Then we also had order and order detail table that manages purchases and item breakdowns per order. We also had a payment table that records one payment per order. Then we also had a delivery table that tracks order delivery details and status. So we started populating our tables, and they were populated in the user table with its specialization, which is the seller, the customer, administrator, and logistician. Also went ahead and populated category table, the product table, and the product image table, review, wish list and wish list item, order and order detail table, and then payment and delivery. So in brief summary of what we used after populating our tables, we had to use inner join to connect related tables, for example matching products with sellers or orders with customers, ensuring only rows with valid links in both tables are returned. And then we also had to use group by. We also had to use group by, whereby it groups products by category or seller, then filters using having to return only those with, say, average ratings above a particular threshold. We also used order by. We also used order by to sort results such as the highest rated products or most recent orders to control the order of displayed data meaningfully. So basically our structured tables were used to model users, products and transactions, applied an inner join, group by, having an order by to extract meaningful filters and sorted insights from our data. So I would need to run our code, but then because of time I'll just run all of it at once. So when we run, this is what happens basically. So that's it for demonstration for our SQL file. Thank you.
Okay, well, for demo purpose, we created a full web app with all the functionalities using cutting-edge technologies such as React for the front end, Next.js for the back end, and we use SQL to handle our database. Unfortunately, we were not able to deploy the web app because we did not find an appropriate technology to host our SQL database. It's very difficult to find a technology that hosts the SQL database very well. This leads us to run it locally. So we host the database locally, but hopefully you will understand the full functionalities of our platform and the hard work behind it. Okay, first of all, let's check that everything is set to the initial stage. And around the database, you can see that the users table is free. Same for the seller. There is no product, no image yet, and no category. And we can show the tables. We can see all the tables we have in our database currently. Now let's go and run our platform and see and implement some changes and see. Now let's run our web app. Okay, we are now on our web app. You can see the platform, and here the products are supposed to be here, but as you can see in the database, there's nothing yet in the database, so no product is featured here for now. This is basically the platform. Now I will sign up as a seller, then upload products. Now that the profile is set up, we can now add products. Let's try to add products and see. Here we can see the product is added and the picture as well. So now let's go to the product features and see if we can find the product there. We can see that the product is well added. Now let's add more products. You can also edit a product, you can change the stock, you can modify these numbers if you want, and save. Okay, great. Now we can all see the products we have added so far. They are all showing in the front-end part. We can go to home. Now the product features, which was empty, is now full of products. You can review all products. Those are reviews. Here you can see all products. Now let's look at the database and see the changes. You can see that Mamadou is now a seller. Tea, banana, onion, cassava, millet, sweet potatoes, all products we added with the same seller ID but with different products IDs here. Now let's say we want to delete one product. As a user, I want to delete a product, so I just click on, let's say I want to delete banana, for instance. Yeah, can delete banana. Once I delete banana, there is no longer banana here, but in the database also, let's update the product table and see that banana is no longer in the database. Here is our amazing team.